Okay, am I still muted? Is it working now? I have no idea what just happened. Today's a technical difficulty day, apparently. That's kind of every day, though. Okay, sweet. I decided to maximize my chaos and adopted another tangerine. Lion's mane mushroom gets cut. Oh, they have the audio stuff on it. These are cool. Okay, and that's what happens when you do way too much acid. You start coming up with ideas like that. Guys, it was a joke. Rushing home to do absolutely nothing. Rushing home from my job. Like, my job is at home. Like, I'm late for home. Why would you close the door on your cat while you're taking a shower? What if they want to be with you all the time? Pondering the great mystery of whether to annoy Mama. A lemon raspberry loaf. I have the right to remain silent, but not the ability. Pretending to be making scrambled eggs after a massive omelet flipping fail. Yeah. I have never made an omelet in my entire life successfully. I screw it up every single time for some reason. I can make fancy gourmet food, but not an omelet. That's something with it that just makes my brain not work. Stares into your soul like this. When you're dead, you don't know you're dead. The pain is felt by others. The same thing happens when you're stupid. Hey guys, sorry I forgot I had Twitter. That's someone being like low-key a munchie online, I think. I'm just gonna scroll past it and not give them any attention. Covert update. I feel much, much better. Mom says they don't have my results yet, WTF, so I have to keep taking tinky antibiotics. Oh, here's that video on toucans. Oh.
Actually just really likes it when you pet it. Once it knows you think it's trying to bite you, but no, it actually just really likes it when you pet it. Once it knows you well, as soon as it sees you, it'll hop over asking for food. It needs to eat every 15 minutes. If you don't feed it, it'll literally start dancing out of anxiety. Give it one blueberry, and it'll make a little sound to thank you. Because that's its favorite fruit. If you want to take it outside, it won't run off, it'll just sit quietly in the car. Baby toucans are super cute. Their beaks are tiny, and they'll snuggle right up in your arms. Even when they grow up, they stay clingy and affectionate. They love to follow their owner, always right behind them. Even if you go to the bathroom and shut the door, it'll still squeeze right under the door gap, then tilt its head and stare at you, like you have zero privacy. It also loves being petted. It'll close its eyes to enjoy it, and make little humming noises. Toucans have
This is kind of AI sloppy. I hate this. I will say though, toucan skeletons look really cool. Look at this guy. He's all beak. if it'll load. All beak. Toucan. Baby, I need to see a baby toucan. What? I want a picture of a baby toucan, not clip art of a baby toucan. There we go. A baby Toko toucan. Look at these guys. They're retarded. They're completely helpless. Someone feed them mushed up berries, please. They also make cool noises when you pet them. You're a good boy. He is a good boy. Oh, this is a classic. Honestly, do toucans have to eat every 15 minutes? I don't think they do. I think this is just AI slop and someone like plugged the videos into generative AI and they were like, hey, can you describe what's happening in this video? Never mind, Tokos eat about every 15 minutes. I was wrong. PayPal me 30,000 USD. Actually, don't, because they'll put all of your funds on hold and you won't be able to access them for 6 months because PayPal does that. No, that's what I call suffering. You guys get some sleep. I'll handle staying up and Googling stuff.
Like, I'll need some fried chicken. You just saw me eating fried chicken. Okay, well, it's Korean fried chicken, not like the black people kind. Yeah, I use 4chan all the time. I'm basically like a soy jack. Like I'm a soy jack. We need to save your...
This, bad word. Why would you want to be a soy jack? Why would anyone want to be a soy jack? This goes to show that you have to know what you're making fun of to be able to make fun of it at least, or else you're immediately unfunny. At least be accurate with it. Exclusive cougar. Does that say googer? Googer stuns with dried leaf on head. Smoking a blunt. Gonna get high. One day I'll shut up. Not today, though. We need to destroy AI Corporation. Oh, nice. Heated Banky. I have the same heated blankie for my cat. Same gray one. I've been putting it in her bed. She really likes it. I love this video because you can clearly tell they're expecting treats for doing this. Zzz. 16-year-old tortoise mom and her 1-month-old baby. Amazing. There's what's it called? ATAUR. It's like a tuatara is what it's called. They're the, I think, longest living reptile and one of the longest living things on Earth. And they don't reach sexual maturity until 10 or 20 years of age. And I believe the gestation period is like 290 something days. But it's really funny. There's, I think, like one of the longest living tuataras. It didn't have kids until he was like 110 years old. Like he was estimated to be born between 1890 and 1910. And I don't think he had kids for the first time until he was like 110 years old. Where's his wiki page? He has his own wiki page. Henry the Tuatara. Henry, born 1890s to 1910s, is a Tuatara who resides in Queen's Park in Invercargill, New Zealand. He was hatched on Stevens Island, which is north of South Islands, and was moved to the Southland Museum and Art Gallery in 1970. He had a cancerous tumor removed from him in 2008 and became a father for the first time in 2009, which received worldwide media attention. In 2024, amidst the demolition and rebuilding of the Southland Museum, Henry was moved to a new habitat with other tuataras within Queen's Park. So he was between 115 to 135 years old. Henry was hatched sometime between the 1890s and the 1910s on Stevens Island off the north coast of the South Island and is believed to be the oldest tuatara alive today. Henry arrived at the Southland Museum and Art Gallery in 1970. He was named after Henry the Eighth. And according to Tuatara keeper Lindsay Hasley, the plan was for Henry to have lots of wives. The staff tried to get him to breed with a female named Mildred in the 1980s, but he bit her tail off. He fought with other Tuatara, including a male named Albert. Because he was aggressive, he was kept alone. A cancerous tumor was removed from Henry's genital region in 2008, which caused Henry's libido to come back. Imagine having to find a vet who specializes in tuataras or like knows anything about them. That has to be incredibly difficult. In 2009, Henry became a father for the first time at the age of about 111. This surprised experts who believed that it was too late for Henry to have offspring. The female, named Mildred, who Henry had previously spurned in the 1980s, was believed to be in her 70s. She laid 12 eggs, of which 11 hatched after about 223 days. This gathered worldwide media attention. In 2013, staff became concerned that Henry had become infertile. It was not known if it was because of his age, his lifestyle, or the cancer which had been removed about 5 years prior. In 2009, the film Love in Cold Blood was made, which featured the romance of Henry and Mildred. It won the Best New Zealand Film and Best New Zealand Emerging Talent Awards at the 2010 Real Earth Environmental Film Festival. In 2015, Prince Harry, who was christened as Henry, met the tuatara at the Invercargill Airport as part of a tour of the country. In 2019, the Southland Museum and Art Gallery announced that they would move most of their tuatara to the Marlborough Sounds, but keep Henry, Mildred, and a few other tuatara. In June 2024, Henry and 16 other tuatara were moved to a new habitat in Queen's Park while the Southlands Museum is being demolished and rebuilt after being kept out of public for a year. The opening ceremony saw over 2,000 attendees and was advertised as Henry's housewarming. It was reported in 2024 that Henry holds the world record for living in captivity at more than 46 years. Here's Henry. Amazing. Doesn't look a day over like 2. Look at that mean boy. They had to keep him in isolation. That's hilarious. He bit Mildred's tail off the first time. I gotta reread that to double check. Yeah. Tried to get him to breed with a female named Mildred in the 1980s, but he bit her tail off. At least they made up. It only took them, what, like 29 to 30 something years, but they finally made up, so good for them. I want to see if I can find a video of Henry. I need to see a video. I'm just gonna go to YouTube instead of trying to Google this.
The Tuatara is the last survivor of a 200-million-year-old order. Their spiny vertebrae more closely resemble those of fish and amphibians than lizards.
Oh yeah, they also are completely their own thing. Tuatara are not considered a reptile or anything. Like they're literally their own thing completely. I think they last evolved like 230 million years ago. So.
And they have a unique hemoglobin that is strikingly inefficient at carrying oxygen around their bloodstream. You see, the thing about Tuatara is they are very, very slow.
I think they have really slow metabolisms
only grow to
too.
2 pounds, but they are actually the largest native reptile species in the whole country. There was so little competition in New Zealand that they hold the title of top endemic terrestrial predator. Their only threat comes from large birds of prey. The Tuatara diet is mostly made up of invertebrates. But if they don't make a kill, no big deal. Their metabolism is so slow that one meal will last them for a long time. They live for up to 100 years, only reaching sexual maturity between 10 and 20. Females produce one egg every 2 to 7 years and incubate it for over a year.
Well, Mildred didn't incubate for over a year. She was, what, 232 days, I think? They also have a third eye, which is really cool. Let me see if it's on here. It should be, yeah. Apparently it's like an actual, like, they are not 100% sure if Tuatara can see with it or not. Like, it's an actual, like, photosensory organ for them. It's right here in this area right there, which is pretty cool. Let me see, there were some better photos on Google of this. Yeah, there's their third eye if it'll load. This is actually there we go. That's a good picture of it. It's kind of low res, but Amazing. The more you know, right? Practicing telekinesis. Always wanted to try the Max and Ruby cakes as a kid, so I made it for my 22nd. I forget, was that a Max and Ruby thing? I have to Google this too. Max and Ruby cake. Oh, that was a thing. Huh. I'll walk a mile in these loops. State of my fridge currently. Hell yeah. Same girl. Waffle. It's genetic. The pinched ears are super cute. They look like little tangerine slices. I don't want to do this anymore. Damn, it's November 15th already. What's next? November 16th? Fuck everything. Can't wait to eat my pasta. A job for 8 hours, but I don't even sleep for 8 hours. And they say chivalry is dead. I want to meet myself from another person's point of view and experience my whole energy. Also, I think I am gonna figure out what I'm gonna play. Like I said, GTA is still not wanting to work, so I'm gonna figure something else out here. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna do American Truck Simulator or just something else entirely. So I think everyone's probably kind of sick of me like watching me play Slime Rancher. I'm also a little sick of Slime Rancher at this point, so I will be right back and I'm going to figure out what to do and what I'm going to play. So